you doing, everybody? Welcome to another edition of this channel. We're at the end of March. Women's History Month. I hope we all learned something. I am going to share the best female records in my collection. And this was a hard thing to do, to fit into a baker's dozen. Alright, so here we go. Baker's dozen of the best female vinyl records in my collection. Took me a while to compile this list. So thanks for joining me. Hit the subscribe button and let's do this. So even though this is 12-1, you know, this is not really like a ranking, you know, or anything like that, but you know, maybe you guys can rank them. But I'm just going to show them in, you know, no particular order. But anyways, here we go. The number 12, I chose this right here. Janet Jackson, Control. This is her third album. All right, this came out in 1986. This is an original copy in the shrink wrap with the hype sticker there, showing you know, the song What Have You Done For Me Lately, which was the first single, and then plus Nasty and Funny How Time Flies. I like that jam on here. But yeah, here's an original copy from 1986 with the price of $7.99. And yeah, man, this is Janet's third album. The first two were kind of like pop, bubblegum. I don't even know much about those two albums, but on this album, you know, she teamed up with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You know, from this band. Yeah, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They teamed up with Janet and did, what was it? Rhythm Nation, Janet, Velvet Rope. I think, you know, like 5 albums with her. I could be wrong, but anyhow, great albums, great work, and yeah, Control, Janet Jackson. Great singles off that, man. I was a little kid when that came out, and I got some 45s too. Yeah, When I Think of You, and the title track, Control. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Janet Jackson. Is she on tour right now or something? It's crazy. Anyways, next, I'm gonna go with this right here. Fiona Apple, Extraordinary Machine. This is the Vinyl Me Please copy, and it comes on this really cool, like, you know, sea green, or what are they calling it? Yeah, it says pressed on 180 gram agapanthus green vinyl, which is, I think that's, there's a close-up of that plant right there. But Extraordinary Machine, extraordinary album, extraordinary copy. I know, you know, that was easy to do, but hey, it really is. It's produced by John Bryan. This comes on 245 RPMs. The first 3 songs on here are just perfect, and I think it's her best work. Fiona Apple, Extraordinary Machine. All right, next one. You guys have seen this one before. I have to share it again. Amy Mann, Charmer. I think Amy Mann is a charmer. I got this at the Orange County Record Show. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. It's a really cool video. But yeah, Amy Mann, Charmer. This came out in 2012. This comes on this like clear orange vinyl. And by the way, guys, this wasn't planned. I just noticed this right now. But anyways, great album. Great album. This thing spins around. I don't feel like taking out of the plastic, you know, sleeve that I have it, you know, wrapped up in. But yeah, this thing spins around. Maybe I'll do a little video. All right. But anyhow, Amy Mann, Charmer. Next up, where are we? Number 9. I've shown this record before. This came out just a few years ago. It's Women in Music Part 3 by these three. Haim. Love these girls. Can't say enough about these girls. And this album is just really cool. I mean, they threw everything in it. You know, they're here at a diner. You know, at a restaurant, in a kitchen. But yeah, they threw everything in there. I mean, great album. Haim, Women in Music Part 3. Next. So at number 8, I'm going to show my copy of Dusty in Memphis. Dusty Springfield classic. This is original 69 copy on this like alternative Atlantic label. You know, this kind of purple and brown label. I always like that label. Yeah, original copy. You know, it's got Son of a Preacher Man and everything. Sounds amazing. Dusty Springfield. So moving on from Memphis to number 7 to New Orleans. And I've shown this record before on, oh my god, what video did I show it on? I showed it on one of my videos. You should be subscribing and watching all of my videos, alright? But yeah, it's Betty Harris, the Queen of New Orleans Soul. That's what this record is called. Yeah, the Lost Queen of New Orleans Soul. This is a Record Store Day release from a couple years ago. Really nice copy on this lovely green vinyl. This is a collection. Betty, not from New Orleans, but she ended up in New Orleans early in her career with producer Alan Toussaint. And this is a collection of all the music that they did together. And the backing band on this record were the guys who would become the Meters. So yeah, this is a really cool album. Really cool addition to my collection. Betty Harris, the Lost Queen of New Orleans Soul. And that was number, what was that? So I lost track already. Jeez. So at number 6, and this is just a coincidence, but I'm gonna go with, you know, since tomorrow is Easter Sunday, but I'm gonna go with Patti Smith's third album, Easter. That's my favorite Patti Smith album. Of course, I've got her others too. Anyways, yeah, Patti Smith, Easter. Of course, this has, you know, Because of the Night. Obviously, that was, you know, a huge song for her. She co-wrote that with Bruce Springsteen. This album also contains the song Rock and Roll N-Word. I won't even go into that, but, you know, that song's obviously controversial. And she's defended, you know, her use of the word, and I think it goes in the tradition of, you know, white rockers, you know, using words like that and getting away with it. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm already going too far. This was number 6, Easter, Patti Smith, her third album from 1978. This is an original on Arista Records. Moving on to number 5, and that will be this copy of Hounds of Love, Kate Bush. Yes, of course, you know, in recent years, her stuff got really popular, you know, because of the, you know, Running Up That Hill single. But this is a great album, and this is a promo copy, guys. Yes, I love promo copies. Really cool copy of this album. Hounds of Love, Kate Bush. Moving on to number 4. This is a cool one. Well, they're all cool. Is this right here. It took me a while to find this. You know, I was one of these. Like, it was like a grail. It became a grail to me. This is Ella Fitzgerald singing the songs of Irving Berlin. This is the Irving Berlin songbooks. Well, Ella Fitzgerald sings the Irving Berlin songbook. But yeah, this is an original from 1958 on Verve Records, of course. Great condition. Great condition. You know, with VG++. I didn't pay too much for it. It's not like it's rare or anything. I just, you know, I couldn't find it anywhere. And, you know, it has one of the best songs, or one of the best renditions of that song that I've ever heard, and that I just love hearing over and over again, is Get Thee Behind Me, Satan. She does a great, great version of that. And it's just a cool album. Ella Fitzgerald. And moving on to number 3 is this gal right here, PJ Harvey. Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea. Yeah, really cool album. I love PJ Harvey. I've got a few more of her things. Yeah, I mean, you know, she's been around for a long time, man. You know, 90s. You know, 50-foot Queenie. But, you know, this album came out in 2001, I believe. No, 2000, actually. And, yeah, this was my introduction to PJ Harvey. And yeah, I fell in love instantly. But yeah, awesome. I think she's awesome. This album, of course, Good Fortune. I just love that jam. This Is Love is a monster jam to me, and makes me believe in love all over again. And so does PJ Harvey. So that's number 3. And before I get to number 2, let me connect 3 with number 2. Now, back in 2001, my friend Gracie and I went to see U2 at the Elevation Tour. And she was opening for U2 on that tour. And I was expecting to see her. But she was not opening for them on the night that we went. But this band was. Alright, no doubt. I had to include this in the female vinyl, even though this is not like an all-female group or anything. But because of Gwen, and because this is one of the coolest records in my collection, I gotta include this. This is Tragic Kingdom, the Spiderweb version. Alright. I don't know how rare this is. I didn't pay too much for it. At least I don't remember paying too much for it. But yeah, really, really cool, huh? It's, you know, spiderweb vinyl. Yeah, sure, it's a picture disc, but, you know, come on, it's you know, comes in the sleeve, too. A really cool collector's item, and it sounds fine. No problem with the sound, but then again, I've got nothing to compare it to. Does anyone else own one of these? And by the way, is anyone going to Coachella to see No Doubt this year? Because they are back. Yes. Anyways, No Doubt, Tragic Kingdom, Spiderweb copy, number 2. And before I get to number 1, like always, here's some honorable mentions. So yeah, for honorable mentions, I thought I'd mention, you know, how about Donna Summer, Bad Girls. This is an original 79 copy. I think this was Donna's like 5th album. But I love this cover. Just love the way she looks there. And then there's like a painting of her, you know, being arrested or whatever. Anyways, original copy, Casablanca Records, Donna Summer, Bad Girls. The next honorable mention would be Aaliyah. Aaliyah's self-titled album, the Vinyl Be Pleased copy. If you have an original, lucky you. I would say this would be the next best thing. This is a great copy of this album. They did a really good job. They did a really great job on the way they mixed it. Half speed mastered by Barry Grant at Alchemy Mastering. You know, and pressed on this red and gold, what are they calling it? Red and gold Galaxy vinyl. You know, check that out. It is really cool. And yeah, this was Aaliyah's final album, of course. And yeah, sounds really nice. Next honorable mention will be how about Cherry Glazer, Apocalyptic. Yeah, cool album right here. I love Cherry Glazer. Comes on this weird, you know, pink and cherry glazed splattered vinyl here. Very nice. Looks more like a creamsicle or something, right? Anyways, yeah, Cherry Glazer. I love Cherry Glazer. Next honorable mention is just gonna be my, you know, 2 copies of Tapestry, because, you know, we all have to have a couple of those in our collection. How about Queens of Noise, the Runaways? This was the Runaways. Was it their 3rd album? Oh shit! I need. No. It's their 2nd album. Queens of Noise, cool album, original from '77, Mercury Records, and I'll show this too. This is a Vinyl Me Please copy of their original album, or of their self-titled album. Coming in next, honorable mention is, I don't know why I have 1, 2, 3 copies of the Pretenders' first album. One of them's even sealed. So hey, if you need one, hit me up. Look, honestly, I don't know how I came up with it. They're not hard to find, obviously. One of them looks fake. Yeah, that looks fake. I don't know how I ended up with these copies. But anyways, here's Learning to Crawl. You know, Chrissie Hynde. I love Chrissie. This is a single. It's a Message of Love and Talk of the Town. 12-inch single. Yeah, Pretenders. And last honorable mention, how about Blossom Dearie? And this is a really cool Vinyl Me Please copy that where they have redone the Verve label very nicely. And now let's finish this this Baker's Dozen with the final one. And who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Fanny, the debut album of the all-female group. Fanny is known as, you know, one of the first all-female rock groups. One of the first to have, you know, a lot of success, even though you may have never heard of them. Fanny's music is really cool. It's, you know, 70s rock. This is an original from 1970, in good condition, except for the cover. It's got some damage down here. I'm not sure how rare these are. I got this years ago. And I've been seeing some YouTube videos of, you know, people on the lookout for this. So I'm not sure how rare it is now, but this is an original on Reprise, in great condition. The disc being in great condition. It sounds fine. It's also got a little wear right there too. But the disc is fine. And well, who were Fanny? Fanny was sisters June and Jean Millington, 2 sisters who immigrated here as little girls from the Philippines. And, you know, they grew up playing music, and they started this band with June on guitar and Jean on bass. And they ended up playing with these other 2 gals by the names of Alice DeBurr and Nikki Barclay. The lead vocalists were June and Jean, and they would also harmonize with Nikki, who played organ and piano Their music is really cool. It's, you know, 70s rock. It has, because of the piano, to me it has, you know, kind of like this, you know, little honky-tonk vibe. Their vocals are just really cool though. They're really clean and powerful. The harmonies between the sisters and Nikki are really cool, really fun, and a really fun album, really fun rockin' album. You know, what can I say? They do a cover of Badge on here, a really nice cover. And if I'm gonna hear that song, I'd like to hear them doing it, and you know, not that other guy. But yeah, they do a cover of Badge on here. Very nice. Fanny. I mean, you know, check it out if you never have. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd love it. You know, hey, it's springtime. You know, it's time to start rocking out and getting the bell bottoms out and stuff like that. But yeah, this is number one right here. Fanny, their debut original copy of you know, the best female records. And oh, it's a baker's dozen, guys. Come on. What does that mean? You get an extra one in a baker's dozen. You always get an extra one in a baker's dozen. If you want to know why, look it up. It's very interesting. But but anyways, here is my extra one in this all-female record collection. The best in my collection. It's gonna be Selena Ones. This is a collection of yeah, all her hits. It's a really, really nice package here on this purple gatefold, and it comes on 2 picture discs. So here we go again with the picture discs, guys. I know how we all, you know, despise picture discs. But no, look at this, comes in a really nice gatefold. Really nice copy of this. Sounds fine. Let me take these out. You know, here's the record. Okay. Take the other one out. Take the other one out. Selena Ones. I already have them in these sleeves. And here is the gatefold. Yeah, this is a collection of all her hits. You know, this has, you know, Como la Flor. You know, it has Amor Prohibido. And it has, you know, Bidi Bidi Bom Bom, too. And a bunch of other cool stuff. Great record to have in your collection if you want to start collecting, you know, Latino music or Tejano music. I'm not a big Tejano music guy or anything like that, but I just like Latin music, and I liked her. So anyways, I hope you like this list. Women's History Month. I hope you had a good one. I hope you learned something. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.